How to cheaply make a dream supercar at home. Original scale and reduced scale for children. We will show you the secret technology in this video. Main point. Need to make a body and use a suitable donor car. There are 4 ways for building the body and interior of any replica car or kit car. First way. Using car buck files for paper printer or plotter printing. Using a regular paper printer, need to print out the paper drawings and then cut out the wooden car buck sections with a jigsaw. An example of our client from Pakistan. First he assembled a wooden car buck from our digital files. Then he filled the space between the sections. Next he covered the layout with putty and painted it before further work with epoxy resin and fiberglass. After, he made fiberglass molds and later he made a ready fiberglass body. At the end, he installed this fiberglass body on a Mercedes SLK donor car and made a legendary Mercedes 300 SL Gullwing car. Second way. Using car buck files for CNC or laser cutting. Similar method, but wooden car buck sections will be cut on a CNC machine, not manually. An example of our client from USA. He also assembled a wooden car buck from our digital files like previous client. Then he filled the space between the sections with construction foam. Next he covered the layout with putty. After, he made fiberglass molds using similar technology and later he made a ready fiberglass body. He mounted the finished fiberglass body on a homemade frame and installed an ATV engine. This is a great idea not only for an adult but also for a child. Fun fact: the original Peel P50 does not have a reverse gear, but my client's car does have a reverse gear. Third way. Using prepared files for 3D printing. Using a regular 3D printer, need to print out the body parts and glue them together. An example of our client from Canada. Bugatti Divo was 3D printed in parts, and the printed parts were connected together with superglue. The technology is the same further. Having assembled a layout from parts printed on a 3D printer, it is necessary to make fiberglass molds for further production of the fiberglass body. 3D printing is also a great option and you need to make missing parts of a car, as did another our client from the USA. We prepared bumper files and other files for him. He printed the bumper on a 3D printer and installed it on an original Lamborghini Murcielago. Then he will make a finished carbon parts using these printed pieces. Fourth way. Using prepared files for CNC milling from styrofoam. Using a CNC machine, need to mill the body parts from polystyrene foam or solid wood and glue them together. As an example, we will show our work on the production of body and interior parts for the legendary Mercedes 300 SL Gullwing. 300 SL Gullwing was milled from styrofoam on our CNC, and the milled parts were glued together. The technology is the same further. It is necessary to prepare the surface of the model before working with putty. Then need to apply automotive putty to the surface of the model. You can also apply the liquid automotive filler with a spray gun. After this, you can paint the surface of the model before working with fiberglass. Now begins the stage of manufacturing fiberglass molds for further manufacturing of fiberglass body from these molds. Next, on your choice. You can make a single fiberglass mold for the entire body, or you can make a separate mold for each body part. We made for each part separately. After, from these fiberglass molds we made a fiberglass body, as well as interior parts. Once you have made fiberglass molds, you can make any number of fiberglass bodies, for example for sale. As I said earlier, this body needs to be installed on a donor car Mercedes SLK to build the legendary Mercedes 300 SL Gullwing. In general, choose any method available to you and start building the dream car for yourself or for your child, as our clients did. It's available to everyone without skill. A detailed step-by-step video tutorial included and our help. All our clients didn't have this skill before meeting us. Now they easily complete their projects. It's like Lego, but for men. Start to make your dream car come true now. Otherwise, nothing will change in your life. You can get digital files of any car you want to build on our web store.
Welcome.